I'm
James,
advancing.
do you want to date the Yeti? Just the way you described him was very kind.
I think there's probably part of my subconscious somewhere that you've unlocked.
What have I done? Welcome back to a very Christmas special episode of Science vs. Supernatural, the show where science goes head to head with supernatural.
And the loser does something they don't want to do.
Bad.
So
Yeah.
happy Valentine's Day, everybody. And we are here with a couple themed things, I'm guessing. So, yeah, what are you doing for Christmas this year?
What am I doing?
You try and find Santa?
Well, you know.
That's right. You don't believe in Santa because...
I believe in Santa.
Really?
Yeah. Santa is a scientific marvel.
He would be if he was real. I don't believe in Santa.
James, we might have kids watching. James is
They
like
should leave.
the Grinch.
I don't know if kids should be watching this.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
This is valid.
Yeah. Yeah, go away if you're watching it and you're a kid. But comment.
Or
Don't forget to
tell
leave
your
a comment
parents.
and a like first.
Yeah.
Shall we just get right into it?
Yeah, we should. That was really aggressive.
Yeah, we should. Move on.
Let's do it.
I'm going to open up my big, awesome book here where I keep all my stories or
Yes.
my facts, my supernatural facts that I now can't find because they blended in with. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, folks, I was just joking about the Valentine's thing. I know that it's Christmas.
I thought you were going to say you were joking about Santa. Because you were.
No, you can't joke about Santa. That's too sacred. Now, as we all know, Christmas, snow, abominable snowman,
Oh, no.
Yeti. This is... I'm finally doing it, folks. I'm getting into the big, hairy monsters. I have avoided them for so long.
Which is weird because you love them.
I love Bigfoot and Sasquatch and the Yeti, and two of those are the same thing, but skunk ape?
What did you just say?
The skunk ape?
Okay.
But-
Stay tuned.
Today we're talking about abominable snowman. So the Yeti is often described as a large ape-like creature, 8 to 10.5 feet tall. Very specific there with that half.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's not 10 feet. That's 10.5.
Yeah.
What the hell do you have to compare it to? Like,
With guys, you got to give them the extra half, right?
yeah, true. He's bulky, furry, really just a stud, right?
Yeah.
Covered in thick hair. Typically, the hair is brown, reddish, or black in color. Now, you notice, Hannah, what do you picture when you think Yeti?
Well, like white hair, like fur,
White fur.
right? White fur, yeah.
Most of the time, it's not described as having white fur. That's a common misconception.
Rudolph lied to me.
Yep, I was
Oh
just
my
going to
God.
bring that up. That Christmas special from back in
Yeah.
the day. Yep. And
I'm
Monster
cute. I'm cute.
The Yeti is said to live in the Himalayas, specifically Nepal, Tibet, Russia, those places.
Yeah.
In the mountainous areas. Dense forests, glaciers, snow-covered mountains could make for a pretty ideal hiding place for a creature like this. A lot of remote areas, it makes it really hard to go in there and try and find the guy or guys. There's multiple Yetis. Some think, now this is an interesting part, some think the Yeti could be a distant relative of Gigantopithecus.
You're stepping on my toe.
Well, have to, because supernatural includes things that could be real, but be real. The Gigantopithecus was a prehistoric giant ape, and it lived in parts of Asia, like 300,000 years ago, very long time ago, but it was this big thing. And interestingly, Gigantopithecus is often believed, we don't know exactly what looked like, but based on some skull fragments and stuff, I think it might have looked something like an orangutan. And
Okay, yeah.
And
So
interestingly,
you're going.
the Yeti has also been described looking a bit like an orangutan.
That it
So
is.
that is interesting. That's interesting. Now, Buddhist folklore and mythology have said that the Yeti is a peaceful, shy creature said to live in the snow caves of glaciers, particularly those that form the Ganges River in India. Little fun fact for you. Now, here's some early reports of the Yeti creature. The first known mentions of the Yeti date back to the 6th century BCE. The cryptid has been part of the Himalayan folklore for well over 1,000 years, so this predates Bigfoot and North American Sasquatch and stuff like that.
Okay.
People have been talking about this for a long time. It kind of makes sense because, well, I'll get to that later. Now, expeditions and studies, which there have been some. There have also been, a few expeditions of it, particularly in the mid-20th century. Sir Edmund Hillary, a legendary mountaineer, one of the first men to climb Mount Everest, by the way, became involved in Yeti investigations in the 50s. In the 50s. He was intrigued by all these reports and stories from Sherpas and explorers who would tell these giant, mysterious footprints seen in the snow, and of course encounters with this supposed creature. He also carried out some expeditions of his own. Hillary and his team discovered hair on a few occasions, footprints that they expected or suspected to belong to a Yeti. Now, the hair samples were inconclusive. The search for more evidence continued, though. Hillary's team would also discover footprints in 1953 during another expedition, and there are still sightings of Yeti, sporadically thing, but it's not as common. Like, you don't see Yeti footage like you do with Bigfoot, where it's like,
how big is a
Bigfoot.
Yeti footprint?
Well, I'm guessing, if it's 10 feet tall, God, I mean, how big would that be? I'm guessing like something like that. You know what I mean?
Something like that. It could be a very well-endowed woodsman.
True. Barefoot though in the snow. I don't know. Now, you don't see Bigfoot videos a lot. There are some.
Bigfoot or Yeti? I feel
You don't
like
see
there's
Yeti.
a lot
You don't
of,
see
yeah,
Yeti
Bigfoot
videos a lot.
Yeah,
There are
out
some,
there,
but
yeah.
you do see a lot of Bigfoot ones. It makes sense though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, who's going to trek up to the Himalayas?
That's fair. Bigfoot
know?
tends to roam in more palatable weather.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to, you see them. There's footage in Oregon,
Yeah.
and every state has their own version of
Probably
it.
Ohio.
It's the Ohio Grassman. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
So it's like, yeah, people are around there. So
I feel like you did a great job today compensating for the very small things you've been speaking about.
Yeah.
And now you've gone all the way up.
I've gone all the way up.
Gone from bobble-headed babies to regular-headed Yetis.
I probably have pretty big heads.
Well, but proportionally.
Proportion to the size.
Yeah, proportionally, it's got a good head on its shoulders.
I'm
James,
advancing.
do you want to date the Yeti? Just the way you described him was very kind.
I think there's probably part of my subconscious somewhere that you've unlocked.
What have I done? Well, it's my turn now.
I'd take anything at this point, I think, in terms of dating.
If you're a Yeti,
yeah, please let me know. Also,
leave a comment.
It'd be pretty incredible just to know you exist.
That's true. You would be making James's day, and if you're lucky, his night. I'm so sorry.
That was good.
Thank
That
you.
was good, is what I'd be saying the next morning.
All right. When you think of snow, when you think of Christmas, you think of snow and
Yeti.
ice.
Ice.
Picture this.
Snow and ice is too similar. But anyway, go ahead. Yep, ice.
Picture this, a massive ice sheet stretching for hundreds of miles, sitting dauntingly at the edge of the world. It's a glacier. Duh. But it's not just a glacier, it's a ticking time bomb. And when that thing goes, the world as we know it will change forever. Dun dun dun. I'm talking about the Thwaites Glacier, aka the Doomsday Glacier. situated in the icy heart of Antarctica. Thwaites is thwaiting.
Did you write that down?
No, I came up with that.
That's good.
Anyways, its very existence threatens the future of every coastal city on the planet, and of course, it's melting. Merry Christmas, which is really bad because the glacier holds enough ice to rise global sea levels by more than 10 feet, which would cause a catastrophic flood that would literally swallow coastlines, down cities, and displace millions of people. But Thwaite! It's not just the size of Thwaites that makes it so terrifying, it's how fast it can go. Or how fast it's going, rather. For decades, scientists have watched as Thwaites slowly inched forward, losing a little bit of ice here and there. But in the past 50 years, it has started to melt at an alarming rate. As warm ocean water moves underneath the glacier, eating away at its base, scientists have observed an extreme acceleration in the melting process, and each year it loses more ice than the year before. And when Thwaites eventually and inevitably collapses into the water, because it will collapse into the water, it will trigger a domino effect of melting that is guaranteed to devastate quite literally the whole planet. You see, Thwaites is kind of like a dam or a door holding back a tidal wave, and once that door comes crashing down, well, my apologies to those of you who have just purchased vacation homes in Florida on the beach. And it gets worse, because Thwaites is part of the West Antarctic ice sheet. If it collapses, it could cause the whole damn thing to come down, which could result in an additional raising of sea levels as much as 20 feet. So we're talking 30, causing not just a flood of coastlines, but a catastrophic event that reshapes the world. As I said, scientists are already seeing signs that the collapse might be currently taking place, so that's not great. The glacier's ice shelf is thinning, and its grounding line, which is where the ice meets the bedrock, is starting to unfurl at an unprecedented rate. The ice is no longer stable, and the Doomsday Glacier is on the move, and unfortunately, there is no way to stop it. This is real. It's happening. I hope you know how to swim. Merry Christmas.
Well, thanks for the good news, Anna.
For the uplifting Christmas cheer.
It's gonna be what a great Christmas gift, you know.
Yeah. It's gonna be a wet Christmas. God
so this
damn
ain't a
it.
conspiratorial thing. This is like just a thing, like a real thing.
No, this is happening.
Well,
yeah.
All right.
And if you didn't know, now you know. So.
If you don't know,
now you know, Santa.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty soon we're all going to be living in Sequest. Anyone ever seen that show? Sequest was a 90s show around the same time that all these, a lot
probably
of
when
science
I was
fiction.
born. I was probably a baby. You were probably like 35 already.
No, I don't remember watching Sequest, but I do know it is people living underwater.
Oh.
So
Atlantis.
Yeah, basically.
Probably.
So maybe we'll be doing that. Maybe that'd be fun. Who knows, right? It could be good.
Yeah.
Well, cancel your Christmas lists. Don't ask for the new PSP or whatever the kids are playing these days.
Ask for a surfboard and Yeti spray.
Yeti spray. Oh, yeah. Well, shall we get into the humiliations now?
Punishment. James is like fiending for humiliation. That's wild. Yeah, we should. As always, James is number 1, I'm number 2. On the field, not in your hearts. We're going to close our eyes, count to 3, and our lovely friends behind the camera, Elizabeth and Patrick, will be voting. James is ready to go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, thank God.
Oh, you win?
Yeah.
All right, things are back to normal. And do any of us win now that we're all going to be swept away in a big giant wave?
Well,
Yeah.
That's science for you.
I hate science. I like magic. Shall we let's get into it.
It is punishment time.
Yeah. This is pretty gross. These smell bad. I remember you opened the bag and you said it smelled like poo. It does.
Almost a punishment for me holding this. If I'm being completely honest, this is pretty rough. James, go ahead.
Hannah's picked out 10 flavors of these beans.
So one of each color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and guess what flavor they are, and they're pretty nasty. So we got a green one with some brown little speckles. It's like some kind of weird vegetable.
Did it taste like juicy pear?
No.
Then you got booger.
Booger. That's a booger one. Okay. I've had boogers before, and it doesn't taste like a booger. It's not good. But orange with red. That tastes like spicy. Like a tomato.
Okay, well, it was either peach or barf.
Oh no, it is kind of barfy. It is sort of barfy. Ew. I was trying to remember what that tasted like. I was like, I've definitely tasted that before. We've all tasted it.
Unless it was, I don't. There's a couple that look barf. The same. Okay.
Yeah, that's barf.
It seems so unaffected.
Here's red. With something. Red with something. Oh, that tastes like a highlighter or something.
Okay, well, it was either Old Bandage or Pomegranate Grenade.
I guess it's Old Bandage. To me, it tastes like you know when you smell like one of those markers, one of those black markers.
I'm like stunned.
You know, like
a Sharpie.
Like a Sharpie. Right, yeah. That's what it tastes like.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what this one is.
Let's see.
Pink and blue.
Oh, okay. That was either.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's like bubble gum.
It's Tutti Frutti. Mm. Yeah. Okay.
Your classic Coca-Cola looking one. We all know this flavor.
Okay.
Unless it's not. Which it's not.
What does it taste like?
God, that is so bad. It tastes like. Okay, in my mind, if you just took a pure ramen mix and just shat on it and then ate it. That's what it tastes like.
It was either cappuccino or liver and onions.
Liver and onion, sure, yeah. I can see that.
This bag smells so bad.
Same thing. Liver and onion. Well, because there's so many spices in the ramen packs, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
So if you took a crap on it.
I'm expecting bigger reactions.
I got to get through 10 of these. This is yellow, pretty much pure yellow. Oh. Wow. Very complicated flavor palettes on these. They're really. Do they work in like a lab, like a giant Frankenstein lab to make these?
How do they figure out how to make things?
Yeah, seriously.
Did it taste like banana?
No.
Then it was wet dog.
Wet dog.
Yeah.
Okay. I've had wet dog, and that doesn't look.
So bad.
That's not what it tastes like. This one's pretty much just black.
All right.
Oh, it's not licorice. I think it would be licorice. That's not what I was expecting. God, I have no idea what that is.
It was either licorice or burnt rubber.
Burnt rubber. Okay. Oh my God, I actually get that. That's nuts. Like it smells like, you smell something, you can kind of taste it.
This is just becoming like an enjoyable mukbang for James.
We got another weird pink one here. All right.
Okay.
And that's it now.
Was it good?
I can't tell if that's good or not.
It's either dead fish or strawberry banana.
Well, it's not strawberry banana. So I've eaten a lot of dead fish. I mean, all fish you eat are dead, right? Whoever just said live fish.
You just gave yourself the biggest punishment.
That's so disgusting.
That was
with the bag.
That's take a big.
Oh, I didn't have one of these ones.
That was Tutti Frutti. You did.
Oh. Yeah, the bag really smells disgusting. Do you guys want to smell that?
I smelled it.
Patrick's gonna smell it. Like it.
Oh.
Right? Like it smells. smells like a public bathroom.
I'm tempted to just be like, fuck it, like I'll take
Wait.
one, but at
There's
the
a
end
really
of the day,
specific
I know I'll get screwed. Like I know, just do.
There's a specific smell that this is reminding me of.
I'm so disappointed right now.
No, I mean some of them did taste bad. I'm not messing around like some of them really did.
Handful, right?
Yeah.
No, you
take a full handful? All right. At the end of the day, it's still candy, but this might be. I'm gonna throw the blue ones out. So blue just can't be bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's either toothpaste.
Okay.
The ASMR on this has got to be great.
My
Future me hates you right now.
sorry,
He
Patrick.
actively
You
dislikes
guys have to
right
edit
now.
this.
Oh god.
It's getting too much. You know what? I think when you combine them all, it's just too much.
I'm so pissed off right now.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone, and to all.
Thanks
good
for
night.
watching this very special Christmas episode of Science versus Supernatural.
Man, that's good.
Thank you. I've been Sarah Palin. We'll see you next time.
I can't top that. Bye.
Cheers.